The three most common residential fires across the country are caused by people cooking, heating their homes, and electrical problems. The National Fire Protection Association says on average, a house fire happens every 87 seconds.
I think the data was over 2,000 people lost their lives in home fires last year.
One of the many precautions you can take is to simply understand how your fire extinguisher works. You need to have the right tool during an emergency.
What you'll find in most household extinguishers is an A, B, C. So type A being your regular paper, wood, combustibles, B being your flammable liquids, and then C is electrical fires.
Firefighters have a wide array of tools at their disposal to fight flames. Carly Hungerford says even as the fire marshal of Rice Lake's fire department, she has a couple of standard extinguishers in her home for grease and electrical flames.
The fire extinguishers we have and that you'll see pretty much everywhere now are a dry chemical, so they're safe to use on those electrical fires, and they will work on the others as well.
So what is inside here is silica, and what can happen is actually, well, how this powders all work, the different powders, is they have different melting temperatures. So ABC melts at a little bit lower temperature than a BC. So if you keep it by a wood fire stove, let's say, you can actually harden the powder inside of it.
A good habit is checking the manufacturer's recommendations and the extinguisher's label. Ryan Archibald has worked with fire extinguishers for several years as the suppression manager with Summit Fire Protection. He says it's important to keep your extinguisher in a safe and easily accessible location.
I tell people at the home, 6 years is probably a good idea. It's a small insurance policy to have it serviced every 6 years. 12 years it needs a hydro test, so I tell for sure anybody at home, the rules don't apply as they do for a business per se, but at home every 12 for sure you should bring it in and get it taken apart.
The three components for a fire to burn and sustain itself are fuel, heat, and oxygen. After battling different flames in the Moose Lake Area District, Fire Captain Mike Chambers says when residents are in a fire emergency, remember the PASS method, which stands for pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep.
Pull the safety pin, you aim the fire extinguisher at the base of the fire, and you squeeze the lever, and then you sweep side to side to coat that base of that fire with the chemical that's in the extinguisher. All fire extinguishers have a gauge on them, and all you have to do is, if the gauge is in the green, you're good to go. That is charged. Take a look at it once a month. It is a dry chemical, so just give it a little shake, because things will settle if it's sitting in the kitchen for a few years.